So I'm going to talk about the events that happened in episode 8. If you haven't seen episode 8, I recommend you check out the episode or check out the other episodes. And I actually created a playlist of all the other episodes I have reviewed and recapped thus far, going back to 1 through 7. So I'll leave a link for the playlist in the description below. So let's get into it, guys. This video will contain spoilers, but you understand now. So let's get into it. So we got understanding that Kyle is actually Dr. Manhattan for the last episode. And this episode was pretty much like a flashback of explaining how Dr. Manhattan got with Sister Night. And throughout this season, you get bits and pieces of their backstory, but everything is fully fleshed out in this episode. In this episode, we've learned that Dr. Manhattan technically created Europa. Basically, it's a newfound haven or dimension that he sort of created on the moon of Jupiter. And also the episode explained where the two clones came from. Dr. Manhattan created these two clones in their own image, I guess. And one of the things that I had to talk about in this episode that kind of I was taken aback from was its biblical references. Yes, like in this episode, there was some tie-ins to the Bible. We learned that that God Himself didn't create people. Is Adam and Eve doesn't exist actually in this alternate timeline. And also he said that Adam and Eve is not real. So basically there is no God. Basically that's basically what Dr. Manhattan is confirming thus far. So I guess he is basically clarifying himself as the most powerfulest being on the planet. So we in a bar, Dr. Manhattan is chopping shit up with, with Sister Night. Sister Night was being reluctant at first, but Dr. Manhattan is spitting that game, spitting that logical game. You got an understanding that the relationship didn't really work, I guess. They had their differences, but Dr. Manhattan was prepared for that because he was prepared for that moment ever since he first met her. He has this weird alternate ability or alternate way since he's omnipotent. The rules of time doesn't refer to him. He could talk to you, but yet he could be 60 years in the past talking to another person simultaneously. It's hard to explain. That's too highly advanced for my IQ level to fully break down, fully explain what exactly, how he's able to do that. He's a god. It's less to figure out than it is to understand. And then later on the episode, I did like the conversation between Dr. Manhattan and Ozymandias. We got two prime, former heroes that pretty much are looking for their own purpose in humanity. Dr. Manhattan, he's trying to find love. He's trying to understand the complications of it, but he's just too damn powerful and he has too much knowledge and he wants to take risks, so therefore he can experience the same experience that his lover is going through. Ozymandias is still facing a little bit of guilt revolving around 1985, and also he's trying to find ways to keep peace within the people because it was shown that he continuously every 2 weeks send squids down to remind the people, hey, squids come falling down from the sky. We should collaborate. We should work together. We should settle our differences and worry about this weird event that keeps happening. Ozymandias is doing the best he can to try to keep the peace, but the people keep making bombs. And Dr. Manhattan explained to him that bombs is what keep the people safe. That's how they feel they are safe, by having nuclear bombs. I did like that scene alone because that scene deconstructed both of their characters. You get an understanding that the smartest man in the world and the strongest, powerfulest man in the universe are pretty much suffering mentally. Ozymandias created this weird device to put in the middle of his forehead because the original plan was to use it to kill Dr. Manhattan, but he felt bad about it. He didn't want to do it, because I'm a good guy. You've been a member of the team. You know what? I'll let you live for a little bit. So he put it away, but he gave it back to Dr. Manhattan, so therefore it will help him forget who he is, so therefore he can be human and be with Angela. So he talked to Real Reese, the first ever superhero, talked to him about Angela's months or years prior. I don't remember the time discrepancy there. Then Dr. Manhattan revealed that the 7th Cavalry are outside and they're going to try to capture him. Dr. Manhattan told Angela that, hey, we're going to lose this fight. I've calculated everything and we're going to lose, despite me being the most powerful man in the world. But Sister Night was like, F that, I'm going to kill these guys and I'm going to do this by myself if I have to. And she does it. She kills lots of people, but then she was on the verge to death, and then Dr. Manhattan stepped in. I had a problem. I'll talk about that now. I'll talk about the design a little bit later. Dr. Manhattan stepped in and he was able to stop everyone, but he was captured by the 7th Cavalry. For now, they're going to use Dr. Manhattan and try to kill him, so therefore they can make Senator King as Dr. Manhattan. One more episode left. Oh my God, I cannot wait. We gotta, woo! All right, one more episode. I'm excited. So another thing I had to talk about for in this video was I felt like having the black guy and having him Black Manta as Dr. Manhattan is a little bit cringy. I mean, we got this in the 2009 Zack Snyder version, but then we got this. He looks like a Squidward wannabe. I don't know, it was just weird, a little cringy. It's more likely just the head. But yes, this episode was pretty good. I had a good time with this episode, and then so I cannot wait for the season finale. Stay tuned for my season finale thoughts. It will be spoiler filled, so I cannot wait. So guys, that's my recap, my quick thoughts on the episode 8. Have you seen episode 8? What are your thoughts? Comment below. And I'll see you guys in the next review. And if you like everything you see and you agree, subscribe to my channel and join me in the Batman family. I'll have more Batman-tastic reviews in the way. You have been warned. Till then,